I'm going to do my worms today. Come and have a look. So I resist the temptation to look at my worms every day because they don't really like the light. And this wet newspaper is like a worm blanket. It's been on there for a week, so I'm just going to take that off. And what I'm going to do with it is probably put it in my garden, in the soil. All right, so can't see any worms in there because they go deeper in. And they've eaten pretty much all of the food that I gave them. So I'll just make sure I take bits and bobs out there. This is coconut husk. I call it orangutan hair because it kind of looks like that. And they like that through the soil. So here we go. I brought some from school because I knew that I would be bringing the worms home with me to look after them while we were in circuit breaker. Put a couple of handfuls of this, hope it lasts, into my worms and mix it through just a little bit, but not fiddle around with my soil too much. Oh look, he wriggled away. There's one. There's one, look. And so that's done, and then what you do is you put some of this, and again I brought some of this from school, so what I'll be doing soon I expect is shredding up newspaper at home. That just stops them from getting too moist. Okay, that's done. And then this is wonderful. Vermicomposting is great. So I save the vegetable bits from cooking. They don't like citrus fruit and they don't like onions and they don't really like mushrooms very much, I found out. But anyway, here's some sweet potato. And they don't eat too much. So sweet potato and some cabbage. I'll put that on. I really want to feed them everything, but I know I'd better not. So I'll put that back and save that for next time. And then I'm going to give them a little bit of a water because they quite like some water. Oh, some happy worms in there. Oh, that sneaky bit of onion got in. They don't like onion. Take that out. And finally, we tuck them up to bed. So, Mr. P, thank you. Some newspaper. We've soaked it in some water. And it really does feel like I'm wrapping them up and tucking them in because they quite like being looked after like this. Is there one more coming? Awesome. Thank you. Here we go. Good night, worms. See you next week. Put the lid on. Oh, I'm loving learning how to vermicompost. It's so cool. See ya.